Previously on Wow, That's Crazy.
Next thing we know, we look up and it's the Pope driving by in the Pope mobile and he waves at us. I was like, what? And that's not even the best part. That's not even the best part.
There's more?
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay. My favorite part. Get to like the end of the street and there's a security guard who literally stops us again and tells us to step back. And then the next thing I know, Justin Bieber is hopping out of an Escalade going to a hotel right with my mom. And honestly, I think that was the best part of my entire 21st birthday.
I don't think it's true. I think that you made this up. I think you made it up. I don't think it's true.
I don't supposed to tell you?
Like first, there are some pieces of the story that's not adding up for me. So, yeah. My guess is this is something that you made up. Did you make it up?
No, I didn't.
Are you sure?
I did
Are
not
you
make
sure? Are you trying to prank me right now?
No, honey. I swear on everything, I did not make that up.
Oh my god.
Okay,
wow.
So it's not as close as you think. Like I said, I went to different countries, so I'm not exactly sure. I was drinking. I'm not exactly sure on the timeline, but I know Italy came first and then London.
Oh, so I must have missed when you said you saw them in two different places, but still, like in my head, I'm like, what are the chances?
Right.
Like, what are the actual chances that you're gonna run into, like, you're gonna see these two celebrities like on the same day?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's pretty wild. But
it's crazy because like, I always like by circumstance, by chance, run into celebrities like all the time. Like when I used to travel for school through the airport, I ran into like so many celebrities like Michelle Williams, Cash Doll. Who else did I meet? Michelle Pfeiffer in the airport. So yeah.
Wow. So do you have some kind of like celebrity magnet?
I think so.
Hey y'all, I'm Winnie, a therapist and a life coach who enjoys humor and a good laugh.
Now this just can't be possible. How is this actually happening right now?
I love hearing people's stories because stories connect us all on such a deep level.
So like ever since then, it's like the fear is like doubled times 10.
I find storytellers with great, unique, and sometimes ridiculously crazy stories to tell.
And his eyes got big like that. I said, oh, that's him. That's him. I know that from anywhere.
And I try to guess whether the story I just heard was true or made up.
I was like, Lord, I know I'm not supposed to be getting seduced by stuff like this. You never said that this type of stuff was fake.
The best part about it is that you get to help me solve the mystery.
The next thing I know, Justin Bieber is hopping out of an Escalade going to a hotel.
Was the story that I just heard true? Or was it made up?
Woo! I'm getting into this. Yeah. Alright.
You're watching Wow, That's Crazy. Hello everybody and welcome to tonight's episode of Wow, That's Crazy. For tonight's story, we're going to be hearing from Robia Deville. Hi Robia, how's it going?
Excited about speaking with you and doing this project, you know. Seems very interesting.
Yeah, welcome to the show and we're so excited to have you. So you have a story to tell me tonight.
Yes, I do. I do have a story to tell you tonight. You ready? So, I would like to just say this would be your typical rags to Hollywood story. You know, father was a drug abuser, drug dealer, didn't pay, you know, the rent, family homeless, living on, you know, grandma's house, aunt's house, you know, mattress floor, and all that. You know, in school, I would be that kid who was a troublemaker. But you know, at a parent teacher conference, they would say, you know, your son, you know, is really talented, but he's got an attitude problem, you know, and so you know, teachers try to look out for me. try to find like, things where I could use my talents to showcase my talents to people that could do something about it. But, when we got information on how to go about it, like, for example, this one time my teachers found something, and my mom, gave a phone call to the place, said, hey, someone told us about you to bring my son. And she, made me dress up, have my hair done at Maximus, the whole nines. And then something came up about money, like, oh yeah, but it's like, something for this amount for, I guess, a membership or whatever it was at that time. I was very young, this is elementary days. And once my mom heard that, she goes, oh, never mind, click. And it was right then and there, I would say I realized, man, like, money is an issue. So I always had this dream, and at 16 years old, a gentleman named Chase Palmer met my uncle because he was doing a project about the war overseas in the Middle East, and being a filmmaker, he wanted to do real research because I'm Middle Eastern, Lebanese. So after he got enough information and did his script, he asked my uncle, oh, hey, so being now I'm ready to cast people, is there someone in your family who like acts or who would be interested in doing this project since you've been helping me? And my uncle was like, yeah, I have a nephew who does school plays and whatnot. So my uncle calls my mother and says, "Oh, hey, this guy Chase, who's been talking to me. He's doing research for a movie. Now I told him about your Robia, and that he does acting." So okay, yeah. So I go there and I meet Chase Palmer, and now Chase Palmer is now the man who is known to write the movie It that came out in 2017. Now I'm gonna have to bring that up to now go back over here. So to now understand where I'm gonna go with this story. Mm-hmm. So now when I was casted in this film called Shock and Awe, I was casted as the lead. I had a good feeling about Chase. It's like something inside me kicked in. Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, I got disconnected for a second. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. Woo! I'm getting into this. Yeah. All right. All right. So while on set, when we wrapped, I remember being inside the car with him, and I said, "Yo, man, I love doing this. Like anytime you're doing another project, just reach out to me, and I'm down to do it for free, man. I don't care." And this was when he was Chase Palmer, trying to make it Chase Palmer, putting in work to get there, so I kept in touch with him, but now at this point, at 16 years old, I caught on to a heroin addiction. Yeah, so that lasted 13 years, and in that 13 years, it led on to me, escorting. I say escorting to be more kind, what I'm saying, but I met with clients, and clients weren't just females. I'm not. I guess I just say I'm biased the fact that I did shit like that, but I did it more because of desperation. What I'm saying, and it's drug dealing. I always kept my dream alive, and what was messed up. Can I curse? Yeah.
You're good.
Oh, good. Yeah, I bet. Yeah. So while I was doing that, what me up was every time you go somewhere to like audition somewhere in an agency, there was the ones that were there to just as scams ask for money up front. You know what I'm saying? So I was never able to proceed because of the money up front thing. And then to put in real time work, you got to do your own photography and you got to do reels, and I couldn't do that for heroin addiction. You know what I'm saying? But I always kept my dream alive, and I had some things going on. People that are someplace now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So now 13 years after doing that short film, my house gets raided. Oh, wow. Yeah. So yeah. So now 1/7/17, my house gets raided, and I go away for 8 months. You know, I do 2.5 months at Nassau County Correctional Center, and then they transferred me to a residential facility upstate. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, you know, you're on the mountain, you know what I'm saying? And you're stuck, you're not in between cells, like an open dorm, you know what I'm saying? But you're on the mountain. If you like leave a certain line, then like it's like escaping jail. You know what I'm saying? That sort of thing. So yeah, so that's all 8 months. And then check this out. While away, a commercial comes on, you know, early in the morning, and I'm the only one in this room. Only one. And the commercial for it comes on. And being that I've been talking to Chase on and off for 13 years, see now for 13 years, I've been talking to Chase. I didn't meet him once. I would message him saying, oh, hey, Chase, would you like to meet for some coffee? And he would always say, yeah, but it just never happened for 13 years. So when I saw the commercial for it on the television, I was like, oh, shit, now there's no way in hell he's going to meet me. And the reason why I thought that is because I was worried he's going to think I'm calling him now because of bad motives. Because, oh, you're Hollywood and money and I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I thought about. Like, oh, you know, now he's so like. So, but yo, I was able to leave. I got an early release. I got news. My brother passed away. So they let me go. I made a lot of phone calls, you know, going to courts and everything, and they got me out. I was able, and so I went home to my brother. You know, he was in ICU. I was there when they pulled the plug, and it's so interesting. Let me tell you something. Everything's meant for a reason. While that was occurring, I knew my brother's death was for a reason, and I want to show you something. So to really make this story like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? At that moment, being away for 8 months, my brother passing away, I told myself, you know what? What do I got to lose? I mean, let me just message Chase Pullman one more time. If I look stupid doing that, I look stupid. If I know, so I say, you know what? So I message him. Yeah, this is a trip now. I'm like, hey, Chase, would you like to meet for that coffee? We've been planning for 13 years now. and he responded back saying, yeah, but this time he said, yeah, for time and place. And I jumped off my chair. I was like, what? Like, it just happened. They've been working at this for 13 years. You know, right? Yo, right? Oh, woo. So I meet him at a cafe now in Manhattan. And now, before we sat down, we were online, and we got cappuccino, and he bought the drinks, whatnot. He looked at me like he looked at me like there's no white, you know, like when I said I'll pay for mine, he was like no. So but while online, he said, oh, by the way, I'm sorry about your brother passing away. I didn't tell him about it yet, but that means he saw my Facebook. That means when I hit him up, like, Chase, let's meet up, my brother's death was in the back of his head.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Woo! Yo. So now we got our cappuccinos, and this is the part that's like, whoa. The second we sat down, and I mean like the second our asses hit the seat, he was like, okay, Robia, so what can I do for you? And I was like, yo, man, I got these writings here I want to show you. I'm still into acting. You know, I just came out you probably know. And I want to try to get my life back around, turn my life back around. And after he read my stuff and heard more of my story, like, you know, what I've been doing and this and that, he said, you know what, let's give it a try. So we exchanged numbers, and right then and there, he said, what should I put you as? And right then and there, I became Robia Deville.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And, yeah.
This story definitely had lots of wild turns. And as I'm sitting here listening to you, I feel like a lot of the details that you gave me could be true. And I feel like, you know, being a mental health professional and having worked, with people who struggle with addictions and stuff like that, I feel like that part of the story could be true, but at the same time, I'm having a hard time actually believing it, and I'm having a hard time believing it because you've also said a few times that you're an actor. So I'm trying to figure out if you're acting right now, like if you're just, trying to tell me the story or if it actually happened. So I'm gonna go with you made it up.
I made it up?
Yeah, that's my final guess. You made it up. Well, thank you so much for coming on tonight and for sharing the story. This was great. It was definitely wild. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So
yeah.
Good night, everybody. Bye.
It's that. One love.
Bye.